Hi, it's James from Hidden Depths Coaching. So, Monday clip today, well, I'm actually away for the weekend. I'm at a place called Loch Awe, which is really, really nice, staying in a wee log cabin. So, the weather's crap, but that's what we would expect, isn't it? But a lovely hot tub and sauna and stuff, so it's really, really good. And it's good to just get away, you know, there's no phone signal, there's no Wi-Fi, you know, it's just good to get away. It really gives you a time to kind of have a look back in your wee journey. And you know, and actually I was talking to somebody about this just in my last day of coaching before I came here, and I was like, you know, if you could do these things like even 5 days a week, right, and if you could find the time to do this, you know, if you could find like 30 minutes in your day to listen to something, whether it be something on YouTube that's, you know, that's quite inspiring, a different speaker, to get a different point of view, a different perspective on something. And then maybe, you know, if you could find some time to read, you know, just read something that can interest you. Also said another thing is, you know, finding that 40 minutes, or even sometimes now you've got like these HIIT exercises, which is about 25 minutes. If you can find a bit of time to do that, you know, then you're already starting to, you know, design a better life for yourself. And if you can imagine doing that every single day, or, you know, 5 days a week, you know for a fact that you're going to actually be a better person at the end of that. You're going to be fitter, healthier, you're going to see things from different perspectives, you're going to learn stuff. So, you know, even to just do, you know, those small things, you know, that's just 30 minutes of listening to something, 30 minutes of reading something, and then just doing a workout. And there's so many other things that, you know, I mean, this client added on, but, you know, that's just for starters. And, you know, but as I said, I've took a bit of time to, you know, have a wee look over the last, you know, this year. Well, it's, you know, we're at September, it's going very, very quick. But for me, in Hidden Depths, I'm kind of planned everything right to the end of the year. So I'm now starting to think about, you know, what do I want to do next year? And the biggest thing that changed everything for me was the day that I decided that I wasn't going to try and fit in anymore. And I got that from that freedom of leaving my job, you know. And MDL, you know, you'll do this yourself. Once you become part of an organisation, right, or a company, your ability isn't always, you know, what's looked at. You know, they look at how they perceive you. You know, they even look at things like your marital status. And I can remember, you know, going through that as I was working my way up the car trade, and, you know, a lot of opportunities would come up, and then you would hear things like, well, you know, you're still young, or you would hear things like, you know, you're not really settled, and all these sort of stuff started to kind of hold you back. And I can remember really, if I had to look at the one thing that's held me back the most between 20 to about, you know, late 30s, was trying to fit in. And I realised that, you know, when I was getting into coaching, even when I was getting into something like coaching, because that led me into, you know, I'm a Reiki master, an angelic master. It's all to do with like energies, and, you know, I do certain healings with that, which is great. It's a great add-on to my coaching. And, you know, because I believe when you're feeling calm and feeling balanced, then you can, you know, you can work things out better. But even at these sort of events, I was starting to, you know, hear people, you don't really suit this type of work. And I thought, God, this has kind of followed me about all my life. You know, no matter what stage you were at in your life, you just didn't seem to fit in. And then I realised how much I had tried, consciously and unconsciously, to fit in. And the message today, and that's what I'm saying, there's not, you know, there's not much of a message today, but if you could stop trying to fit into everybody else's world, I believe, you know, inside us all, we've got a gift, a purpose, something that we're meant to do. And obviously I believe mine's is coaching and helping, and, you know, because it comes very, very natural to me. And there's a lot of things that I did that didn't come natural. And, you know, there were a lot of circumstances I put myself into just so that I could fit in. You know, even like through school, you know, I was never the tallest or the best fighter, so I didn't want to be that type of person in school, so I ended up being the clown. You know, the person that was always making jokes, the person that was disturbing the class all the time. So I kind of robbed myself of a lot of learning because I wanted to fit in. you know, and as soon as I kind of left school, that's when I realised that, you know what, you better buck your ideas up. And I did. I kind of enjoyed working, and I enjoyed working my way up through the car trade. But I did see a lot of people without the ability that I had, but I just didn't seem to fit, rather than it was not more on results, it was more on what they perceived of the person that you are. And, you know, I believe that the success in what I'm doing just now is that because I don't try and fit in, and I do try and just do it my own way. And when you're doing that, you've not really got MD to put a ceiling on your achievements. And that's what I would say. I would just take a bit of time to reflect back in your life and have a moment to see how often you've tried to please people and how often you've tried to fit into this, you know, what people would want you to be, and how draining and tiring that could be. Because I'm telling you, this is why you're getting so many people leaving jobs and starting up network marketing, because they're sick of trying to fit into people's boxes. So they're actually creating who they want to be themselves. But I guarantee you, I believe that we've all got a gift. I don't know what that gift is, but I believe we've all got something that we're fucking good at. And the reason you're not finding that, because that wee voice inside your head never ever shuts up. But you drown it all out with all the garbage and all the bullshit and everything else that you go through in your life. But if you start cutting things out, if you start cutting out opinions, if you start cutting out people's judgment of you, you know, it's like you try and, it's always the same. Even though I do a seminar, there's always maybe the one person that's maybe against it, but it's just been dragged there. You tend to find that at the start, when I used to do that'd be the one person I'd be like, oh, why are they not getting it? And now I'm like, you know what? You do your own thing, and the right people will get it. The right people will support you. But I genuinely believe if you really want to find out what you're good at, if you really want to find out what's important to you, the first thing you've got to do is get rid of, you know, this trying to fit in. Because you know what? There'll always be somebody that says you don't fit into their world, so you might as well try and fit into yours. And then, as I say, I've got my disciplines, I've got my rituals that I do, but I've got my core beliefs, and it's, you know, first one is, you know, look after yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That's massive for me. Then, you know, be nice to people, but take no shit. And then number 3, do what you want to do. And, you know, they've served me very well up until now, and, you know, that's what I'd say. The message for today, and it's, you know, while I'm up here getting a wee bit of breathing space, it's just realising how I don't try and fit in anymore, and how freeing that is. And that diamond follows that: appreciation, freedom, empowerment, and love. And that's the difference now. I have been appreciating my life for some time now, but I feel so free. And when you feel free of conditions, of judgments, of fitting into other people's worlds, you make your own fucking decisions for you. So yeah, that's the message. The message just is try and, you know, be your own person, and watch how powerful the change is by, you know, doing that, by not trying to fit into everybody else's world. So anyway, from Loch Awe, I'll just say bye-bye. I hope you all have a great Monday. And there's tickets. My last event with tickets is the 2-day workshop on the 29th and the 30th of October. So if you've been to a seminar and you want to increase that, you want to learn about laws of attraction, then that's a workshop for you, and you can get it on www.hiddendepthscoaching.com. Alright, have a great week. Bye.